We were in contact with Stephen Parker at the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary, which is located down south in Naples. They occupy about 13,000 acres of the Corkscrew watershed in southwest Florida. Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary was established as an Audubon sanctuary in 1954, originally to save the bald cypress tree population. It serves as a habitat for many endangered animals, including a large population of Florida panthers, American alligators, gopher tortoises, wood storks, and many other birds. It has become a great tourist destination for those who enjoy birdwatching. The Blair Audubon Visitor Center, which is the main building on the property, welcomes over 100,000 visitors every single year. There are also many rare plant species found on the land, including the largest remaining population of bald cypress trees left today. Because most of the area is made up of wetlands, it helps recharge the local rivers, estuaries, and the aquifers underneath. They provide what little remaining green space is available to residents of Florida. Even with the new growth of the surrounding areas, Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary is staying there to provide all of the great resources they offer.
Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary has a building and boardwalk that is surrounded by thousands of acres of land. This area is covered with thousands of acres of invasive plant species, which can easily cause a lot of damage if a wildfire was to occur. Wildfires happen easily in areas like this because of how hot and dry Florida can become. So we as a group helped Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary to clear these invasive plant species from around the boardwalk and buildings. In most spots, we went back about 10 to 30 feet. After cutting down all of the plants, they were taken to an area in which they would be burned in a safer environment. In some areas of the property, they also do prescribed fires, which are a safe way to burn these unnecessary plant species. The goal of our project was to help keep the people and buildings safer in case a wildfire was to occur.
Help! A connection we have made from our service learning at Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary is with our field trip to Crew, which is Southwest Florida's largest in-tech watershed. Thinning out the vegetation of invasive species like we did for our service learning helps with the process of prescribed fires, which takes place at Crew as well. These invasive species can take over our habitat without any type of control, which is what we notice at Crew as well as the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. But these prescribed fires are used to reduce hazardous field buildups like wildfires that naturally occur, and for example, the one that do occur in Naples, Florida. They also protect people and their homes, as well as maintaining the habitats and different animal species. Crew also provides habitat for wildlife in several different ecosystems, like pineland, sawgrass marsh, palmettos, and sloughs. By thinning the vegetation, we are working to solve a problem in the ecosystems and habitats, and altogether working to reduce the risk of wildfires across the world.
I love thinning vegetation.
As residents of Southwest Florida, it is our job to take care of the land that we live on. What we can do as individuals is volunteer at the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. Our contact, Mr. Parker, says they are always looking for more help at the sanctuary. They have multiple vegetation thinning projects happening year-round, especially now while they're preparing for their prescribed fires. Whether you're out there cutting down trees or volunteering inside, there are opportunities for everyone at the swamp. If you don't want to volunteer, you can simply visit the swamp. By paying the entrance fee, you are donating towards the maintenance and upkeep of the swamp. Additionally, there is a donation box at the entrance that you can donate a little more to help the swamp. One more thing we can do to simply help Southwest Florida or any area you're in is to not introduce any invasive species into the mix. Don't plant anything that doesn't belong in the area, and don't release exotic pets into the wild when you don't want them anymore. Be responsible and take care of your habitat.
We enjoyed our time working with the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. We were glad that we could make a difference in their preparations for the prescribed fire. Please feel free to contact Mr. Parker if you would like to make a trip down there to volunteer. Does anyone have any questions?